Hey friends, Megan McIntosh here. Welcome to this video. Hope you're having a great day. I'm up at my cottage today and it's a lovely day. It was raining, but the rain has stopped. And today I want to talk to you about giving yourself permission to own your essence and speak your truth consistently. Now, I know this is more of a mindset type of life, but I think it's really important that so much of building your business and growing your business and getting visible online has a lot to do with your confidence around being okay with speaking your truth, being okay with talking about your values and opinions and separating yourself from others really comes down with you being confident enough to share your genius and to express yourself so that other people feel aligned with your mission, aligned with your vision, and they feel like that you can help them. So if you're there live, let me know. Drop a 1 down below in the comments if you're watching right now. If you're watching the replay, you can drop a 2 down below. Let me know where you're coming from, what city, what town, what country. And like I mentioned, I'm just outside of Toronto, Canada. I'm about 3 hours away up north. It's beautiful outside. I'm by the lake, Lake Huron. Actually, it's about a 5-minute walk away. I've been hearing birds all day working from home because we have a nice forest in the back behind me, and it's just really nice when you go to bed and when you're sleeping because it's super dark in the cottage. So I really like that. So let's get into the topic. I was actually trying to do the Facebook Live from my phone because I'm able to do it in some places, but some areas I'm not. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still doing it from Zoom for now. So if you're watching this in the group or if you're watching this on IGTV, thank you so much. So now I want to talk about the idea of getting really confident in owning your expertise, owning your gifts, and being able to express it in a way that makes other people have the confidence in you as well. And I know that so many of us that may be on the online space, maybe in the online space, maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a service professional, maybe you're someone that is offering services that are usually things that you have learned yourself, right? You've taken courses on, or it's a skill that you're teaching, or maybe it's as a coach. It's more of holding space for someone and teaching them what to do, right? It just depends, right? Coaching is very broad in a sense, in that you have coaches that are coaching on life coaches, and then you also have coaches that are business coaches, health coaches, and all that kind of thing. So it's such a broad thing. So I teach mostly on business and mindset in terms of coaching. So even though I did life coaching as to learn about coaching, where you're looking at someone as a whole and asking questions and helping them reach their goals. Business coaching is taking that framework of being a life coach and moving it into business, where you have that business knowledge and you're able to help that client step by step do the same thing in their business, but coaching them through it so that anytime there's issues that come up with mindset or maybe strategy, marketing, sales, they're able to have my advice to help them through that. And I think that one of the hardest things that I notice with people that I work with is being able to, especially women. I mean, I have coached with men, but the majority of people I've coached with are women. And I find that so many women have so much expertise. They're actually almost overqualified. So, not saying overqualified for what they teach, but oftentimes I've heard the statistics. I don't know exact statistic, but women often go for jobs that we are overqualified for. So say you're looking for a job, you look at the qualifications of a job And most women, they want to make sure that they're overqualified for that job, that they check all the boxes for the qualification, versus men who are oftentimes underqualified for the job, and they see a job description and they're like, I can do that, and then they just apply for the job anyway and feel confident enough that even if they don't have all the qualifications, they can go for the job. I've seen this in reports. I've seen this in newspaper articles. I don't know the statistics, but this is something that I've commonly heard so many times. And I think that this is in career, right? A normal career. But I think this can often be seen in business as well. And so many women need permission. We want to feel that we're good enough. We oftentimes overpack our courses, right? We want to make sure that every little detail is there so that we're keeping people happy, and that we are making sure that we know everything inside and out. We have another course, we've taken the skills so that we can execute properly, and that we people please, and that we don't disappoint people if for some reason they're taking one of our courses or a group program or they're doing coaching with us, that we don't disappoint. And this is great in that we have a lot of people that are, especially women, that are very qualified for what they do. And you might hear online that there's scammers online, or people are just trying to get your money. But I will say with a full heart that I have taken numerous coaching courses and been coached by many women, and I've never felt like I was scammed online. I never felt like I got what I wanted. Maybe you go in for a course for something and then you come out and get something else from it. But I've never felt like scammed. I never felt like, oh, I don't trust that person, right? I've always felt that whatever I've needed to go into that course or that coaching relationship, I've received what I needed at that time. And so I want to give you that thought process that oftentimes, if you're worried, oh, I'm going to be launching this group program, am I ready? Right? I need to do all these things in advance. One of the things that I learned from my dad, he was an entrepreneur, small business owner, and he sold tons through his career because he was a salesperson as well as the owner of his company. As he said, sell first, make it later. And a lot of us don't really think that way. A lot of us think, I need to create my course first. I need to get all the information in advance. I need to have all the skills, everything, and then I will launch it. It's going to be absolutely perfect, right? But I've learned in my sales career, as well as in the software industry, because I worked in technology for a while, that it's always important to think about there's going to always be numerous iterations of what you're doing, right? That's why in software in the technology industry, it's called beta, where you test something out, right? You launch something almost before it's 100% ready so that the user can experience it, and then you can make your tweaks as you go. And what my dad used to say is, he would come out with a new product and he would promote it, right? And sometimes the product wasn't even ready before he launched it. He had an idea for the brand. He had an idea for the ink label or the name of what he wanted to call it. And then he would launch it, right? And then he would sell it. So he would, what he used to do with his ink is he would rebrand something, repackage something, and sell it as something. And then he would go back and make it after. And I think so many of us don't think this way. We think, well, we have to have everything ready before we sell it. But the majority of the things that you want to create, you're not always going to know what your user wants, and you won't always know how the user is going to experience it. So I often say to people, if they want to launch something, if they want to launch a group program, why not test it in the marketplace first and see if it's going to sell, right? Don't put so much work into a program in advance if it's not going to sell, because that is going to waste so much time. You could be spending months on creating the perfect course, the perfect modules. Then eventually maybe the content goes out of date. Maybe you realize, oh, actually, this is the niche that I want to do it to. It's almost like you want to fail first. You want to fall on your face. And I know that is so hard when you are a people pleaser. It's so scary to put something out there put your name on something, promote it, get it out there, and then create the content or then execute on it, right? And this is something I recommend highly, to start thinking about your business like that, and like what software companies do in terms of the beta launch and the testing phase. Or, example from what I was talking about, my dad, is where you do a launch and you promote it, and then you actually execute it and put the content out there. And this goes so against our nature oftentimes, because we are perfectionists, because we want to perfect something and make it incredible before we put it out there, right? It's so opposite, right? We want to create the modules in advance. We want to create the videos in advance. We want to create the container. And what I say is launch it, see how it goes, bring the community together, have people go through the course, ask them questions as you do it. Obviously, once you sell it, you do want to create the content. But as they go through the course, you can then reiterate, and you can change things as you go for the next iteration of the project that you're doing or the program that you're doing. You can always change it, right? But if you're so worried about getting things perfect, nothing's ever going to be perfect, right? And this is how you get out of that perfectionism, is to say, even if you do a little bit of the content in advance, if you're like, Megan, I can't just launch something, nothing ready. Even if you just do a little bit, this will help you get out of perfectionism, because no one is going to represent yourself better than you. No one's going to have that confidence and say, hey, this person is an expert in this person is an expert in that, right? You have to own your expertise. You have to be the one that feels confident and good enough and feeling in tune with the work that you do in the world, and knowing who you are. And I think that it's so hard to sometimes own our essence and make us feel confident enough that, oh, are they going to be happy with the result of this? What's the worst that could happen if they're not 100% feeling the course? You can always ask them questions during it. Even when you're doing private coaching, if you're selling a high ticket private coaching package, it can be scary to be putting yourself out there saying, I'm going to coach you for this amount of time, right? For me, I offer private coaching for 6 months. And I remember when I first offered coaching, it was a little bit scary, because I thought, what if they don't like me as a coach? What if, I do something wrong on a call and I screw them up? I don't know. I was just nervous. I just felt like, what if I'm not doing a good job as a coach? And usually the person that is coming to you to get coached from you, or to take your course, or go in your mastermind or your group program, they are going to get what they need from that program. I've taken so many courses that I know this to be true now. And that keeps me confident in knowing that when I'm coaching with someone or I'm offering a service, that even if they don't necessarily get the desired outcome that they've come to me for, they're going to get an outcome that they most need. And if you can have that in your head, that there's a reason that that person has been put in your path, and there's a reason that you have been put in their path. And for this co-creation, for this co-energetic collaboration. And if you can think about your coaching and your experience that way, then you can build your confidence to know that that they're put into your world for a reason. And I know that's sometimes a little bit woo-woo and hard to think about, but if you can think about it that way, and in terms of, you have the expertise, you have the skills, what is holding you back, right, from executing, from coaching, or from putting out your next program? It could be that you're just nervous that it's not going to be perfect. If you're able to say, whatever I put out is perfect for now, whatever I'm launching is perfect enough, whatever I'm doing is meant for this person or this group of people, and I can always change it as we go. I can always fix things up if we screw up, right? I can always make it even better as we go. Then what that does is that gives you your coaching container and your group program. That gives you the ability to constantly be able to have really good communication with the person, the people that you're working with. So if you're doing one-on-one coaching and you're feeling like maybe a coaching call that you did was off or the vibe was off, you can ask those questions. And those are hard questions to ask, but they're important because they're going to make you a better coach when you actually can say, if you felt a vibe was off, or if you're asking for constructive feedback, that is going to make you a better coach when you do get that feedback. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to give you permission. I mean, actually, no permission. You've got it already, right? I don't need to give you any permission. I hate it when people say that to me. So I'm sure you hate it when people say that to you as well. But just giving you that idea that you're the only one that is going to back you the most, right? Other people, you're going to have testimonials from past clients, you're going to have success stories and that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, you're still a human, and you're still going to have feelings like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this course isn't good enough. Oh, you're going to have off days. It's completely normal. You're going to have days when you feel amazing and confident and you feel incredible in the work that you're delivering. And other days you might be off, right? You might be tired and you might think, oh, I hope that call was just as good as the call I did last week where I was on the most high energy. Today I wasn't feeling great. Obviously, you can compensate for your energy by getting great sleeps and eating properly and exercising and all that. But let's be real, sometimes you've had a busy day, sometimes a personal issue might pop up. And so what that means is you might be off, or you might feel like the energy wasn't the same. And I want you to know that this is normal. This happens with everyone. I've had coaches coach with me and they broke down because they've had a hard day. That did not make me feel like they didn't know what they were doing. That made me feel that they were able to be vulnerable with me. That made me feel that I could share just as vulnerable with them as they were with me. And so even if you're a coach that's had a bad day or you're feeling off, it's okay to say that. It's okay to express that. And people will feel that energy, and that's maybe what you needed at that time. And so if this video is anything, it's really shifting your mindset around knowing that anytime that you're going to be offering a service, whether it's high ticket coaching, whether it's a group program, whatever service you're providing, that you have to build up that confidence enough that you know that you're enough, that you know that the people that have been drawn to you, that have come into your world, that have paid for your services, have done that for a reason. And that, yes, sometimes you might feel like, oh, I hope this was okay, what I just gave them or what I offered them. But you have to actually build that confidence and know that you are the best at what you do, and that there's a reason that you've chosen this profession. There's a reason that you've decided to do this and offer these services, and that you have to back yourself more than anybody else. And then once you learn how to do that, that is constantly part of your job. Part of your job is to believe in yourself. Part of your job is to continually get more skilled at what you do. And part of your job is to hold that vision for yourself just as much as you might be holding the vision for other people, right? Holding that vision, holding that confidence, holding that belief that you are here to make a difference, that you have everything you need to succeed. You technically do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be everything wrapped in a bow and everything to be done perfectly. That if there's an idea, if there's an intuitive hit, if there's something that's been burning inside of you and a desire to put out a course or to offer a coaching program, and you want to put it out there, you can absolutely put it out there in advance. Sell it first, get excited, feel the energy of it. And then the people that are mostly resonating with you, most likely to resonate with you, they are coming into that, your energy for that. Most of what you're giving is energy and permission to others, right? As a coach, obviously strategy is key, but once the strategy is sorted out, and strategy is quite simple aspect of business because you can always change it up, you can test it, you can tweak it. At the end of the day, it really is that mindset, that energy, and holding that space for that person to be human and to allow yourself to be human as you hold that person to become their highest potential and their highest self. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. If you desire to coach with me, if you'd love to work with me in any capacity, feel free to send me a message or get on a strategy call with me. I do sales sorcery strategy sessions where I can look at where you're at in your business, what you're up to specifically with selling and marketing and mindset. Those are my main things that I'm really good at. And honing in on what are you doing? What is your current sales process right now? And figuring out, giving you one or two takeaways to see how to make that process even better and even more succinct and basically paint by numbers so that you have something that is you, but you can follow it over and over so you can give that to your team. So that's what my genius is. And if you'd like to coach with me, definitely I'm going to put a link down below so that you can click on that, or you can go to the link in my bio to find out more about coaching with me. And I would love to do so. All right. Have a great day. Bye.